Welcome to Malaysia and its shining capital city, Kuala Lumpur, a cosmopolitan hub in the heart of Southeast Asia and the location for OCBC Cycle Malaysia 2014. As the sun rises over the skyscrapers this particular weekend, it brings with it a special event indeed, and one that has gathered together people from around the world, who have all travelled here to Dataran Merdeka with its towering national flag to be part of the third edition of OCBC Cycle Malaysia. Over the last 2 years, the cyclists, sponsors and organisers have made OCBC Cycle Malaysia an event to remember, expanding the race categories and adding new activities. This year, racers can compete in 9 different classes of event, including the Kids Race, the Junior Challenge, the Community Ride, the Corporate Challenge, in addition to the criterium races for the more advanced races. For 2014, all the races will also flag off next to a sprawling expo for the fans and spectators to enjoy.
I think we have been doing it the third year. It's part of our CSR for us. It is one of the ways that we can actually get people to get involved in sports and cycling especially.
I'm here to collect the cycling pack.
As the fun and excitement starts to build closer to the main events of the day, the organisers are busy making sure that each and every one of the thousands of participants are given what they need for their own race day, their very own exclusive OCBC Cycle Malaysia 2014 Cycle Pack.
This is the first time joining cycling and she's so excited about this.
Macam kebab ada
Jessie.
tip, definitely, and umbrella,
Some pamphlets and vouchers, I think.
bottle.
And the bag, of course.
Cycling event like this one, the Cycle Malaysia, they've been really taking off around the world, and now in Asia people are discovering the benefits and the fun of cycling for recreation and fitness. And an event like this, on closed roads, enabling people to ride around these laps of the city and go past all the famous landmarks.
Ministry of Youth and Sports extremely proud to be associated with this, and it's tremendous reception, tremendous participation, and a great event.
It's the fact that people are riding on closed roads through the heart of KL. That's very appealing. They're riding past the iconic sites of KL.
Being out there on closed roads, for one, is special. You don't have to contend with the cars and the buses, and people can then go and put all the training and riding and the fitness work they've done, put it into practice and come and ride around the city as fast as they like. So it's a pretty unique experience, and it's something that anybody can do.
We're absolutely delighted with this year. We've had over 1,000 more participants, and this year we have over 6,000 riders across the various categories participating. So it's kids riding their tricycles, it's beginner young kids riding 5 kilometres, it's adults riding socially in the community ride, riding 24 kilometres. It's the more serious riders riding the challenge, and then obviously culminating in the open criterium, so for the serious races. So something for everybody in the heart of one of Asia's biggest cities, and the opportunity to ride on closed roads.
Being a closed road race and public festival which uses everyday roads as its track and the famous square as its backdrop,
Dataran's a fantastic landmark in KL. It's a great location for this event because there's plenty of open space for the cyclists to congregate, nice wide roads for them to finish on, well-surfaced roads. It just makes perfect sense for an event of this nature.
As a guy, you always want to upgrade stuff. So it's always nice to have something like this so you have a lot of choice.
I'm looking for the helmet. This I buy for my wife.
The Lifestyle Expo is a great opportunity for fans to see all the different bicycle suppliers, all the different brands of bikes, accessories for bikes. It's a great opportunity for people to come down and shop and have fun, interact with their family and friends and enjoy themselves down at Dataran Underground. It's a big festival. It's an opportunity for people to get together, to meet up with their friends, like-minded people. It's an opportunity for families, mom, dad, kids, come down, ride, go into the cycling and lifestyle village afterwards, have something to eat, do a bit of shopping, catch up in the cool of Dataran Underground.
Of course, with an event like OCBC Cycle Malaysia, it's so much more than just the multi-classes of race day action from the respective categories. It's also about being a fun weekend for all, and a quick tour around the expo set up in Dataran Merdeka, Independence Square. The two-day event featured nearly 20 booths and tents offering spectacular activities for riders and non-riders alike, with some special treats such as bouncy castles, face painting, ice cream and popcorn for all the parents and children who all turned up in droves. Welcome back to OCBC Cycle Malaysia, which for another year has proved again that more and more people are realizing the benefits of putting a helmet on and turning to pedal power.
Cycling's a fantastic sport. You can do it right up until you're 80 years old.
I love cycling because all my friends started cycling. I do not know why they all started cycling. I was the only one that was not cycling. I have to join. I have to look cool.
Cycling, I think, is the best. I think it's better than jogging because cycling is faster.
I enjoy speed. It's like being a kid, you know, when you ride on the bike and you got the wind in your face. I like that.
It's a very good thing for family bonding also. Because cycling, everybody can cycle.
Great activity because they can use their energy, get their energy out and learn about competition and failure and getting back up and trying again.
It's much convenient, it's easier, it's healthier, and it saves so much money from just cycling.
Cycling is really fun. It's a great feeling of freedom when you get out on the road.
It's for me, it's a bit of therapy.
Cycling, at least you can just like chill, put your hands up, wave around like you just don't care.
Cycling can help to reduce not driving car, so we have carbon free.
Easy, the vibes, less impact, and you can do it every day.
It's a great form of fitness because cycling is a non-impact exercise, so you don't get the soreness in your ankles and your knees and all your joints like you might from running or high-impact exercises. So it's great for your heart, it's great for burning fat and getting fit, staying in shape, and it's just a great healthy lifestyle.
An event like OCBC is perfect. So we need more big events, more support in cycling, and when we do, the nation is going to get healthier, mentally and physically, and we're going to be better off.
Cycling in Southeast Asia and Malaysia in particular has grown both as a pastime and a sport over the last decade, with thousands of people taking to the streets as weekend riders who have themselves formed cycle clubs and fun rides that form a colourful calendar of events throughout the year. KL, with its beautiful transport and road system, is the perfect place for such activities, and as a result, participants of all ages, race or gender flock to race days, and none more so than OCBC Cycle Malaysia 2014.
Cycling is one of the fastest growing sports, recreation in Malaysia at the moment.
The cycling culture in Malaysia is growing. It's expanding quite fast. It's a very healthy sign, but it's still at the infant stage.
6 years ago when I first I bought my bike here from Australia and I went out on the roads, I'd hardly see anyone riding. But now, there's a lot more people out on the roads. It's getting there, which is really encouraging.
The government is trying to promote. That's why you see every month of the first week, KL will be closing the road for 2 hours for cyclists to ride. It's a car-free day.
There's still lots to be done to create awareness.
When you're not exposed to the whole culture or lifestyle of cycling, then you wouldn't know what cycling is all about. So I guess a lot of exposure would be good to promote this lifestyle, I guess.
I think we have to make it fun, interesting for them, a lot more events, and make it a culture. It's a bit tough in Malaysia because people don't really commute on bicycles. It's hot, it's humid, people sweat. Compared to, for instance, in Europe. Over here, it's more of a sport, it's more of a physical activity rather than a mode of transport. So we've really got to encourage more events like Cycle Malaysia OCBC, where people can come out and enjoy. And it's been brilliant today because not only has this event attracted serious cyclists and people who cycle, like myself, but also it's attracted families. And that's what sports is about in Malaysia. I want to create a Malaysia that's fit, that has a good, healthy lifestyle, but that builds communities, and this one builds communities.
I think this event is great because you can see so many people, different kind of bicycles. There's foldies, and there's the mountain bikes, and then there's some bikes who look like a chopper bike.
The event so far, huge! This is the largest cycling event ever that I've seen, and people are so gung-ho, they're all dressed up, they're ready to go.
There are a lot of people, which is actually very good. You bring people from all different age groups, different categories, so that's pretty awesome. And getting the whole of KL, the whole of Malaysia to ride, which is awesome. Yeah.
I joined this event. I wait 1 year already. This is the first time I've been on a bike for a very long distance in about 3 years, so I'm very nervous about this. I don't know whether I can do this or not.
This is the second time we are here. This will be a very good opportunity for the kids to gather around. Same goes with the family,
As you can see, once you start cycling, you're ready to join a whole new world on two wheels.
We're very excited and we want to win. So we've been prepared this for a long time. So hopefully they remember all the training all this month and the nutrition and supplement that they took. Pressure, man, no place for second best.
So, with the scene set and the 1.3-kilometer track meticulously carved out of the road system in the center of KL, the racers get ready for another two-wheel carnival. OCBC Cycle Malaysia 2014. Welcome back to OCBC Cycle Malaysia. Now, if you are thinking of becoming a cyclist, it's best to listen to an expert. And Robbie McEwen, three-time winner of the Tour de France Green Jersey Sprinters classification, knows exactly what you need to do.
The number one is you go to a bike shop and you get the right advice and you buy a bike that suits you, the right size, the right type of bike for what you want to do. And then just get out there and get riding, explore, just go a little bit further every day and just really go out and enjoy it for what it is. It's just good fitness, good fun, and there's really no limits, so you just do whatever you like.
Once you have everything you need to get on two wheels, then you can be sure that the riding stories will come thick and fast. With so many categories, the schedule for the first day saw the Junior Challenge, Tricycle Ride, the Kids Ride, and finally, the Ultimate Foldies Challenge, made up of people racing on fold-away bikes. So the field, made up of close to 6,000 top local and regional riders, along with bike enthusiasts, is ready for the races itself. And when we say races, we mean the events painted with smiles. In the other categories, the tricycle rides, strictly for 2 to 5-year-olds, the 5 grades of kids rides, each of 5-kilometer length, and Junior Challenge that was set up for all the children and their various ages, with all 3 giving 8 to 13-year-olds a chance at hitting the track. Our racing youngsters already on the start line, thanks of course to their watching parents. The future cycling stars of the world flagged off for their time in the sun at OCBC Cycle Malaysia 2014, albeit at a speed that they can handle.
They're going to be cycling for 5 kilometers. First one through the line
of 5 kilometers will be announced the winner.
And when their race was run, with the crowd cheering them on, it was time for the all-new category for this year's event, the Ultimate Foldies Challenge, which included 2 qualifying heats to make the grand finale and some unique starting procedures for the races.
Basically, we fold our bikes there, we carry there, and then when they blow the horn, you have to unfold the bike and start cycling. So it's a 1.3 km loop. So you have 20 minutes to do how many laps, complete laps. So whoever does the best quantity of laps.
As you'd expect, the track was favorable to the young riders that took part in the Junior Challenge, which lasted 30 minutes, and the Kids Rides, which was basically a short loop of 5 kilometers. It may look like an easy course, but that didn't stop some protective parents from watching their kids' every move, even in some cases, running or riding beside them. For the adults, the track, as you'd expect, is longer and far trickier to handle, including another loop making it a figure-of-8 layout, with the main difference being the riders turning right instead of left before the home straight, taking them across and back over the Gombak River, then down the left side of Dataran Merdeka with a final right onto the home straight. This gives plenty of opportunities for the riders to build up some serious speed, while also having to negotiate 90-degree corners where the peloton can bunch up. It proved tricky enough for some to fall foul of the conditions, but thankfully OCBC Cycle Malaysia had medical teams on standby to deal with the injuries and accidents.
I was fine. I felt terrible actually, but I've ridden before with my kids. Last year and the year before we rode in the kids race. But this is the first time for the Full League Challenge, so it was a good race.
Day 2 of OCBC Cycle Malaysia featured a far more complicated course, which would see the Corporate Charity Challenge start at 6 a.m. and then the Community Ride at 8:45 a.m. The Corporate Charity Challenge pits 16 teams of 4 riders over 48 kilometers. Each team must donate 4,500 Malaysian ringgit as part of their sign-up fee to one of 3 beneficiaries of their choice: the National Cancer Society of Malaysia, the Budimas Charitable Foundation, and the National Autism Society of Malaysia.
We feel that these are the 3 charity that really deserving. And for us, we have increased from, I think we started off with only about 10 teams, I believe. Now we've got about 16 teams getting involved. So it's not so much of choosing the 3 charity organizations, but also getting more people be involved in charity. So giving money is one thing, but riding together and as part of a charity effort, I think that's really making the difference in not just the people or our bank, but it's also people who participate from the corporate world as well.
Some famous cycling clubs like KBS, Berita Harian, and MAA also took part.
The Corporate Charity Challenge is a fantastic opportunity for this event to give back to charity. We support a number of different charities through the event, 3 different charities. It's encouraging the corporate community to dig deep, to give some money to the underprivileged. It's an opportunity for the corporates to get together and ride as teams, so it's a great team building opportunity for the corporates and makes a great contribution to Malaysian society.
The challenge was a ride that featured VIPs from the Malaysian sporting community, including the Mayor of Kuala Lumpur, Dr. Ahmad Faisal Talib, and the Minister of Youth and Sports, Khairi Jamaluddin. Even the minister himself couldn't resist the opportunity to join in the fun, and so he donned his cycling outfit, got on his bike, and rode off together with the cyclists under special lights set up exclusively for the weekend.
Enjoy yourselves. Yes, enjoy yourselves. Love it. I love KL.
The Mayor had his own ride on Saturday evening when he took part in the Mayor's Night Ride. as he has been one of the main protagonists for a cycle campaign in KL to increase participation in cycling while reducing emissions and car usage in the city. The community ride is another highlight this year, and being open to all ages is a true celebration of cycling. At the end of the day, prizes were given out and smiles were there for everyone for a memorable day for all.
Oh, good. Pleased with second. I thought I might have won it, but second's okay.
So we were clear of the rest of the field, so it was always between the two of us. And I know what his strengths are, so I know what I had to do to try and beat him.
There were lots of happy faces and content parents on show as their kids completed their challenges successfully and everyone received their medals, which they will all cherish for many years to come.
I enjoy my ride.
There are quite a few women cyclists. I think it's picking up.
It's quite intimidating, to be riding along with the male companions.
Sometimes very tough, but the downstream is very nice.
Very. And fun, of course.
The route is great. It takes you from here, right up next to Parliament, back Negara, up Kenny Hills, down through KLCC, another iconic area for the city, and back here again.
I wish they have slightly longer route, probably around 60, 70.
I think this is the third time they've done it now in KL, and I've done each one of them. So yeah, very, very good. I hope OCBC continue to support cycling in Malaysia.
We'll definitely do it again, so I really enjoy it, and we should get more people on board. So.
Fantastic event. I think the great spirit here, and OCBC's managed to organize a great event with Cycle Malaysia.
Credit to the organizers. I think it was still well organized despite the big turnout. Looking forward to next year's one.
That's it for our first look at OCBC Cycle Malaysia 2014. We've seen the fans and felt the atmosphere. But what happened to the real race for Masters, Women's and Men's Open in the Criterium? Who do you think got fired up for the king of the sprints? Find out in our highlights show, so stay tuned. For title sponsors OCBC Bank, event organizers Spectrum Worldwide, and everyone who took part in this event, OCBC Cycle Malaysia 2014 has been a memorable experience, and we all look forward to more special weekends such as this to come.